King Queen, Mr. Lipman. As Karma goes to background.
It's poker, you know, that is the roller coaster. That's why we all come back.
Sure, but it was a rough river for Lum.
One of the guys who get up and walk away and say, I'm never playing again. And a week later, they're back.
Yeah.
It just happens, you know. That's the way it is. We all get a little bit rattled now and then. If he didn't, it wouldn't be human. So Abdul with the ace queen of spades here. Nice attractive hand.
It's raised. It gets folded. Howard with pocket tens. That's 3-bet.
I don't think Abdul's going to fold ace queen suited here. Certainly not in position.
No.
Back to Howard. Yep, easy fold. No speech, no nothing. Done.
Yeah.
Finished and claw.
Yeah, even if Howard thinks he's ahead, he doesn't want to flip for that much. Two overs. He's got a big stack, Howard. He's got over 1 million chips. Sisu coming jogging back into the poker room. Doesn't want to miss too many hands.
So I haven't seen the timer clock, but by my watch, I think it's about 3.5 minutes to go for the level. So we will be changing our tables.
Brendo will find us a timing clock in the break, or in the break, when I say break, between hands. So it's raised by Lum from the hijack, Marco in the big blind. Ace 8 is going to defend. Piece for both of them. Queen for Lum, ace for Marco. Gone check, check. Marco's going to bet now on the turn. Lum was called. So Marco will take down that hand with the ace. Bet the turn, got a call. Bet the river. There's Ronnie DeSantos. He's been balanced to that table where Jesse Rosen is. Richard Barnard stacking chips in that hand. Raised by Abdul. Sugi in the big. Folds. Lum makes the call. So 7 for Lum, 2 jacks for Abdul. Just gone check, check. 3 for Lum as well. He puts in a bet. So they'll finish that hand. So Lum is drawing dead. He's bet on the turn and called, and now on the river, Abdul bets 30k. Lum shows him, says I can't call. So we're going to go on a 15-minute break. When you return, we will have that table with Nolene and Imran and Kramer coming up to the feature table. We will return in 15 minutes.
The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Vegas, the greatest spectacle of poker in the world.
Every single poker player has to come to Vegas. That's all I can say about Vegas.
Vegas, the capital city of poker.
Poker utopia.
Great experience, best place in the world.
I love Vegas.
Can someone tell me?
It's a crazy, crazy city. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
And this time is going to be super.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Look at the sheer volume of beer on that rail there.
Yes, I mean,
of great concern. Once is in there, the man's got moves.
I believe it. I'm ready. It's
Wait, oh, and yes, yes indeed. There it is. Yes, back it up.
There it is.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Vegas, the greatest spectacle of poker in the world.
Every single poker player has to come to Vegas. That's all I can say about Vegas.
Vegas, the capital city of poker.
Poker utopia.
Great experience, best place in the world.
I love Vegas.
Can someone tell me?
It's a crazy, crazy city. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
And this time is going to be super.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Look at the sheer volume of beer on that rail there.
Yes, I mean,
of great concern. Once is in there, the man's got moves.
I believe it. I'm ready. It's
Wait, oh, and yes, yes indeed. There it is. Yes, back it up.
There it is.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Vegas, the greatest spectacle of poker in the world.
Every single poker player has to come to Vegas. That's all I can say about Vegas.
Vegas, the capital city of poker.
Poker utopia.
Great experience, best place in the world.
I love Vegas.
Can someone tell me?
It's a crazy, crazy city. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
And this time is going to be super.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Look at the sheer volume of beer on that rail there.
Yes, I mean,
of great concern. Once is in there, the man's got moves.
I believe it. I'm ready. It's
Wait, oh, and yes, yes indeed. There it is. Yes, back it up.
There it is.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Vegas, the greatest spectacle of poker in the world.
Every single poker player has to come to Vegas. That's all I can say about Vegas.
Vegas, the capital city of poker.
Poker utopia.
Great experience, best place in the world.
I love Vegas.
Can someone tell me?
It's a crazy, crazy city. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
And this time is going to be super.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard, and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Look at the sheer volume of beer on that rail there.
Yes, I mean.
Of great concern. Once he's in there, the man's got moves.
I believe it. I'm ready. It's
Wait, oh. And yes, yes indeed. There it is. Yes, back it up.
There it is.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard, and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Vegas, the greatest spectacle of poker in the world.
Every single poker player has to come to Vegas. That's all I can say about Vegas.
Vegas, the capital city of poker.
Poker utopia.
Great experience, best place in the world.
I love Vegas.
Can someone tell me?
It's a crazy, crazy city. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
And this time is going to be super.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard, and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Look at the sheer volume of beer on that rail there.
Yes, I mean.
Of great concern. Once he's in there, the man's got moves.
I believe it. I'm ready. It's
Wait, oh. And yes, yes indeed. There it is. Yes, back it up.
There it is.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard, and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023 with Team South Africa. Let's go to WSOP. For more information, visit mjpt.co.za. The race to Vegas is on with the Sunbet Poker Tour. You can earn points on our leaderboard at every stop around the country, and you can earn your way into the top 10 to go to Vegas in 2023.
Vegas, the greatest spectacle of poker in the world.
Every single poker player has to come to Vegas. That's all I can say about Vegas.
Vegas, the capital city of poker.
Poker utopia.
Great experience, best place in the world.
I love Vegas.
Can someone tell me?
It's a crazy, crazy city. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
And this time is going to be super.
Keep your eye on the leaderboard, and you could be winning your way all the way to Vegas in 2023.
Welcome back to the Boardwalk Casino in the beautiful city of Quebeca in the Eastern Cape. This is your Sunbet Poker Tour, the fourth stop on the nationwide tour. We're on day 7. This is the high roller event, the 40k buy-in, the Aston Shiong Memorial, as it has been named after him to honor him. We are bringing you an exciting feature table after the break. In seat 1, Clayton Tallywanth, 565,000. Seat 2, Darren Kramer, 466,000. Flew in this morning. Seat 3, Nolene Vessels, 221,000. Seat 4, where the button will be, Navan Naika, 272,000. Seat 5, Imran Bayani, 926,000. Seat 6 was on the feature table last night, Fayyad Albertus, 1,204,600. And in seat 7, with a brand new starting stack, Barton's piece, 300,000 chips. So we move on to the first hand. It's been raised by Barton to the 8-6 out of the gun. Clayton is called with the pocket 10s. Smooth called him. They've obviously played a few hands out there. I believe this is Barton's third bullet into the event. He's just started with a brand new stack. And what a flop for him. Flops 2 pair. So he bet and Clayton peeled one there. The ace might save Clayton now. Clayton checks. It's gone check, check. Oh, he's got a full ace now. He's bet 50k again. See if he can get Clayton to pay him. And he gives Clayton the speech. Normally the speech of someone telling you to fold is trying to get you to fold. Clayton folds. He says, look there. Shows him 8-6. Darren does the wow wow part. He didn't believe either. Gary's finished briefing the players out there. He'll come and join me. Sporting the bright red card stream today, so you can't miss him when he's out there. Bottom stands up. So Clayton under the gun folds. Darren raises. With the ace-5. It's round to Fayyad. Makes the call.
Thank you for the meal.
Check.
So Fayyad flopped big here with the trip kings. Darren caught the 5 on the turn. Was checked and Darren bet the flop, called by Fayyad. Just check on the turn. So on the river now, Fayyad is going to see if he can get some money into the pot. He bet 65. And I think Darren's going to pay him, yeah. Fayyad has bamboozled more than one player over the last 2 days. So Darren in the tank here. He's got the 65k in his hand. Just trying to work it out. The way Fayyad plays the hands is very unorthodox, and Darren says, Vakoli, I'm calling you very light. He makes the call and Fayyad gets paid off again. And Darren won't believe it when he sees it. We go across to Darren's face. He'll be incredulous. There's the winner, Fayyad, scooping the chips. Imran gives a wry smile to Darren. So the action folded round. So action on Imran. Round to Fayyad on the button. 10-8 suited. Warrant is called with the ace-8. Clayton in the big blind, 6-5. So the 6 for Clayton takes the lead. He checks. Fayyad checks, round to Borant. Borant's first to speak, he checks first. Clayton now going to bet that 6, you'll know it's ahead. Fayyad folds. Round to Borant, ace high, and he'll get out the way. And Clayton will take in that pot. Move on to the next hand. Nolene will be under the gun. So Nolene, ace-3. Just limped in round to Darren, the big blind. He's got king queen. He puts it all in. When it's limped to him, he puts it all in. So Fayyad with the pocket 4s. Big question, he folds. Partner will get rid of the queen 10 and it'll get stolen there by Darren in the big blind. So Nav's under the gun. Gun to Borrant, and he's raised. Darren folds and Nolene gives up her big blind. So Borrant will get that through. He says easy game. He says give it to me again please. He only had Jack 9 off posturing. And under the gun. Pocket sixes for Imi under the gun. So there's been the raise by the pocket sixes. Call by Navs. Big flop there for him after the set of sixes. He's got the flush draw, so there's going to be action here. Navan sitting top pair with a nut flush draw. Nav makes the call. Nav's checks. Imi takes another big bet at it with his set. Navs makes the call, and Nav whiffs the flush draw, so the set of sixes is ahead.
Navs has still got top area there. Yeah. Top pair jack kicker.
Imi will put in the big bet. Nav's now facing a big decision. He flopped big. He flopped the ace with the nut flush draw. He didn't get the nut flush draw. Imi has betted the whole way and bet big. Navs is worried about his kicker. He could be, he calls. He's going to see the bad news. Set of sixes for Imi. Going to pay him.
Good afternoon and welcome to all players that are here for day 1B of the main event. If you have a ticket and you're ready to get going, the stadium will be opening up in the next 10 minutes. We'll be seeking players. Oh, wow. So if you're here for day 1B and you have a ticket via satellite or via you'll be opening up.
So Imran takes in that hand with a set of sixes. Got paid all the way. By Navs was a bit of a prisoner to the hand. Flopped the ace with a nut flush draw, and he had a jack kicker. So Fayad, 10-9 suited under the gun. So raised. So it was limped in by Fayad, raised by Clayton. Navs is folded. It's back round to Fayad. He makes the call. So we go 2-8 to the flop. The 10 for Fayad is hit. Check, check on the flop. Fayad comes out betting now. Clayton has a gut shot. Makes the call, he misses the gut shot. The 10 of Fayad is still ahead here. Puts in a big bet. Looks like 70k. It is 70k. Clayton gets out the way and Fayad will take down another big hand. Gets plus 68.5k. There's to the outer tables. We see Sugi, Naeem Lam with a big smile. Abdulesa, Edgar Antazana, Ray Adam looking on. In the background, Max Davison, Alvin Pillay. And 97 of the day. Darren raises with the pocket fives from the hijack to 18k. Fayad just defended his big blind with the ace 9 off. He hits the 9, flop jack 9, 9, jack 9, jack. Flops 2 pair. Checks. Darren continues. Fayad snap calls. 8 on the turn, no help to Darren. Fayad is now going to lead into it. Board becoming a bit straight here. It's in close to 50k there. Yeah, 50k. Darren makes the call. The river's a 7. There's a 4 card straight there now. Darren in position. I think he's waiting for any sign of weakness to jump onto. Where the check comes now, Darren's going to rep it. Darren goes for the big all-in. He's gone for the big all-in bluff on the river. Darren in position, was waiting for any sign. And he gets Fayyad to fold. Well played, Darren. Picks up the plus 93.5k. So Fayyad at the top there, 180 bigs, 1.3 million. Imran, 148 bigs, 1 million. So Nalin takes that down from the hijack, raising with the ace-8. So Darren Kramer under the gun. It's around 2 navs. The ace-6 in the hijack, he raises. Called on the button by Fayyad. The ace deuce suited. Platin in the big blind now with a jack 10. 11k to call. There's 53k in the pot. He makes the call. Platin gets the best of the flop. He flops the 10. He'll check. Background to Navs, who opened the betting, so he's going to continue. There's nothing there for Fayyad. He's only got backdoor hearts. He folds. So Clarkson is folded, and Navs will get that one through.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's here for the main event. The main event, day 1 B is about to get going. If you have a ticket, please come and draw to your seat so we can get the show on the road. Day 1B, we'll be starting the clock at exactly 4 o'clock. As soon as we have seated players seated, we will continue.
So Nolene with pocket 8s under the gun. Short stacked, well, not that short stack, 221. She moves it all in. Nav's king queen folds. Imran folds. So round to Barent, he folds. Up to Clayton, he's out the way. Just Darren Kramer left, and he's out the way. Nolene will get that through. So Nolene gets that through with the pocket 8s. We move on to the next hand. So action on Fayyad. And he's raising. Min raised to 16. So raised with the ace jack. Clayton is defended. And Barent is in the hand as well, the king 6. It's not Clayton, it's Nolene that defended. Barent folds, Nolene folds, and Fayyad will get that through. So it looks like blinds are 8-16 with a big blind ante of 16 now. There is the trophy for this event, Boardwalk Casino September 2022, high roller winner, and next to it the beautiful bracelet for the main event. So blinds are 4,000, 8,000 with a big blind ante of 8,000. So Barent will pick up that hand. So we move on to the next hand. Fayyad is under the gun. Raises with ace king. Round to Darren, 5-4 suited. Folds, round to Nolene. Queen 7 of diamonds, she calls on the button. Navs is out the way. Imran folds. So we're going to go 2 to the flop. The ace king versus the queen 7. So Nolene hits the 7, but Barent has hit the king. The ace king has flopped big. He's going to bet it hard. Bet 60k. Nolene gets out the way. Move to the next hand. So Barent will be under the gun. Fayad is being balanced to another table by the looks of things. Being moved. So yeah, the blinds antes are posted now by Barent because Fayad has been moved. So Clayton under the gun folds. Round to Darren. Navs, after the raise by Darren, has put it all in with the king queen. Emmy's out the way, round to Barent in the big blind. Ace 5.
Can we combine our 2 cards? Can we combine our 2 cards? Yeah, that is very good.
Folds. Darren's going to fold as well. Darren got king queen.
You and I similar. Yeah. You wanted to fall if something goes wrong. You went. At least you haven't folded, thank God. Really? Raise.
Darren is folded, Nolene is folded, round to Nav. Nav's got ace king, he'll put it all in. Go for it all, see all 5 cards. Imran with 7-3 on the button. Is already folded. Barent is folded. Round to Clayton. Clayton folds. Round to Darren. Darren is out the way and Navs will get that one through.
We can't get now, huh? Go to the TV time.
Players on that free roll there. Going on a break. Manuel Mutiana's there. Andre Rieder. Dobby, all of them there, Doc. So Nolene under the gun. folds. Round to Nav. King Jack suited. Made the call. Bottom with ace 10. It's just limped in as well. Clayton comes along. And looks like from the big blind, Darren is at a big raise here. He's just called. Darren was putting chips in there. Don't know what chips he was putting in, if he was just putting oranges in.
Check.
It's gone check, check. Round to Nav. Nav has flopped big. He's flopped the top pair with a flush draw. Nav bets it. 43k. Round to Borrent. Got a gut shot. Heavy price to play for a gut shot. He gets out the way. Ace 5 of diamonds, nothing for Clayton. Queen 6, Darren second pair. He's out the way. So it was raised by Nav's called by everybody. That's what the extra chips were that Darren was putting in. And Nav's bets and takes it down. Big flop for him, top pair, and then the second nut flush draw. There's a view of the other 4 tables in this high roller event. Back across the stage, the feature table, so the 5th table in this event.
No, not possible. Yeah, the year right there. Most people will raise my hand. Listen. Most people will raise their hand. It's Queen.
Flop ace 6 king. Manesh Kashev in town. See him there. Haven't seen him up until now. So we're going to move on to the next hand. Imran will be under the gun.
Main event players, if you know this, get yourself seated so we can get this game going. Kenny Haynes, where's Kenny Haynes?
So 9-8 suited under the gun. Puts in the raise.
Top, mate. Top.
So we'll move to the next hand. Barent will be under the gun. Folds the ace-9 from early position. Round to Clayton, suited connectors in the hijack. Gonna raise it. Round to Darren. Ace-8 suited. Darren will get that through with the raise, with the re-raise. A nice plus 41k for him. Raised by Clayton and then re-raised by Darren with the ace-8 suited in the cutoff. Darren with the pocket aces now.
Leave me alone.
Raises it. Oh, he has blood in the water. Nabs with pocket kings. This is the setup hand. And there's been a bit of banter between the two of them. It's re-raised by Nav. 3-bet to 56k. And there's Darren going to do the best to entice him in. Saying more. How much more? Darren flat calls. So Darren getting very tricky with the aces here. The money could have all ended up in the middle already. That's going to slow them both down a bit. The two queens there. Could stop all the money going in the middle. Darren checking again. Nav's checking. Oh, and Nav's gets there. And Darren putting in a big bet now. And Nav's got there on the river. The way the hand played out. If it had gone all in pre, same thing. But the hand was played trickily by Darren. And Navs has got there. Navs will be very comfortable now. There's one hand beating pocket queens. So Nabs is going to put a re-raise here for sure. He's gone all in.
Good afternoon, players for the main event. Here for the main event, please see those who have taken ready and get their
So Darren folded there on the river. Wow, this queen saved him. Goodness gracious me, what a monster hand. And the run out of the hand, Darren chose to get tricky pre, and it actually saved him a lot of chips. Because if that money ended up all in there, the run out would have been that Nav's would have doubled up through Darren. The two queens on the flop slowed them both down on the flop and the turn. King on the river.
Once again, welcome players here for the main event. Main event is about to get going. If you have a main event ticket or want to jump in, the first table is about to
Darren just shakes his head.
2 million rand guaranteed main event. We've had already one flight with 59 entries.
Darren's out the way. So Imran raises from the button with 9-6 suited. It looks like he's got that one through. Folded by the small blind and the big blind.
But I actually said, look, this man's got 7 points. Okay, so baby.
So Nalin moves all in. It's folded by Bardent, folded by Clayton, and she'll get that one through. Pick up the plus 20k. So Nalin under the gun.
I know, exactly. Thank you, Clay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the main event, day 1B. If you have a set part ticket, you need to let the rocks in. If you have your ticket already, or like a fire one,
Navs folds under the gun, round to Imran, Queen 9 suited in the hijack, puts in the raise, round to Bardent, King 9 in the cutoff, he folds, round to Clayton, he's out the way, Darren in the small blind, 10-4 is out the way, and Nolene bumps it all in with the ace-6 from the big blind. Working on the fact that whatever Emmy's raising with her a6 is ahead of his range. Putting max pressure. And Imran folds, and she'll get that through. Shows the ace. She picks up the plus 26k. So strong play there. Prepared to put it all in, make the squeeze play with the a6. So Imran will be under the gun.
They must have been, oh God, here we go. All in happening here. Then they go, it's Green or Black, we're going to see it now. And the king comes and go, oh well, this is now probably doing all the rest of his chip. That is the name's got a probe with the turn.
So action on Imran. Under the gun, he folds. Borant is folded. Action on Clayton. He folds. Darren on the button. Raises with a jack 5. Nolene folds. Round to Navs. 8 deuce suited. Folds. Warren folds. It's round to Clayton. Darren Cram in the cutoff with Jack 10. Folds. Nolene's out the way. Round to Navs. 6-3. And he will give him a walk. Move on to the next hand. So Clayton under the gun. Navs is raised from the button with a 10-4 suited. It actually wasn't Navs that raised, it was Imran that raised from the small blind. So Imi took that down from the small blind. He raised from the small blind with the ace-5 and takes down the hand. Folded all the way around to Barend in the small blind with an ace. It's just called. Clayton checks.
This is very impressive. Try to bring it, bro. A lot of people come and just... No one would be impressive. You can compare.
Clayton gets the best of the flop. He's going to bet it. Bolin should fold here. He's only got ace high. Coming along. He wants running spades. That's no good for him. Bolin has checked. Clayton bets again. And that'll end the hand. So we're at well over 50 entries. I will get the exact number later. I see there are only 31 remaining from the timing screen in the background. And the guaranteed prize pool of 1.5 million has gone over 2 million. Here's a view of the satellite out there. His main event, apparently. Paul's filling me in now. Thank you, Paul. So that is day 1B of the main event out there, is it?
He's running back there. He lost it to someone with 9-9.
So we have a satellite out there. We have this high roller and day 1B of the main event. So Nav's Nike in the hijack. Is raised. All the way around, and he's taken the hand down. So the players are going on a break and the chip up because that's the end of level 9 and it's the end of the re-entry period. So when you return, we will continue, probably with the same feature table because they've only spent an hour here, but we will advise after the break. So we'll just complete the hand on this table. So Nolene's moved all in. Left with a big decision here, ace jack off. He's well in front. Nolene's made a move here with the jack 8 suited. And her reputation being solid, he will fold that. He shows her ace jack. She's not going to show him, and we'll go into the muck, and Nolene will scoop in those chips, and we will join you. Welcome back to the Boardwalk Casino in the beautiful city of Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape. This is your Sunbet Poker Tour, the 4th stop on our nationwide tour. We're on day 7. This is the Aston Shiong Memorial, the 40k high roller, named after Aston, especially because he was from this region and for the great respect he had in the poker community. They've just reached the end of level 9, which was the end of late registration and re-entry. We're returning with the same feature table that we had afterwards because they only had an hour up here. So in seat 1 it's Clayton Tallywan, seat 2 Darren Kramer, seat 3 Nolene Vessels, seat 4 Navin Naika, seat 5 Imran Bayani, and seat 7 is Barnes Spies.
We appreciate all your efforts and enjoy.
Gary just briefing all the players out there. So we will get an updated leaderboard afterwards to see exactly how many entrants, but the guarantee was 1.5 million and it was already over 2 million. So the guarantee was blown out the water for this very well supported event. And there were already 60 entries before the break, but there was still time for late registration or re-entry during the break. So in a short while we'll get an updated leaderboard and see exactly how many entries there were. And there were 31 remaining before the break, but as I said, people could still enter in the break. So the blinds have gone up in the break. Pocket aces for Imran under the gun.
What are the blinds?
So they say blinds are still 4-8, so the blinds stay the same after the registration. That is an unusual turn. Pocket aces raised by Imran. Folded round. All the way to Navs already. Pocket queens for Nav. So now we have another cooler situation. He had kings versus aces last time. He found the king on the river. Not all the money had gone in yet. So raised by Imran under the gun. Pocket queens by Nav. Let's see if he's going to 3-bet this. So Nav's flat called. It's gone a jack high board. It's gone check on the flop. Both players trapping here. Nav's checks again. This is played out extremely strangely, this hand. I think both players trying to trap one another. Imran has bet 20k. Navs makes the call on the turn. We go to the river. 7 for the river. Navs now leads out. He's bet 25k into that pot. There's 119k in the pot. Imran reaching for the re-raise. Raises to 105,000. Now there are no overcards to Nav's queens. Hard to put anyone on a 7, although the first betting only occurred when the 7 got there. Navs will play this hand through his head, try and work it out. He could put Imran on jacks. That would work. Don't know if you can put him on aces the way the hand played out. See Nav's questioning him. I think at the very least he's wanting to call this. I don't think he's going to re-raise it the way the hand's played out. Makes the call. Shows him aces, and Navs will show him queens. Wow. Okay, so the pot will go to Imran. Big pot by Imi. Played very cagily post-flop by both players. So there we see Imran at the top, 140 big blinds, 1.1 million. Nolene at the bottom, but still 31 bigs. a lot of playability left there. We can still see 4 full tables out there with this one, 5 full tables.
That's how you play aces. Yeah, that's how, yeah. This is one later. One for later. Yeah, Richard watch it now. Yeah. Yeah.
So Barent will be under the gun. So we've had the King's Aces played out quite strangely, and then the Aces Queens also. Players playing things a little more trickily. So Queen Deuce suited for Barent. Under the gun. Folds it. It's round to Clayton, he's folded. Round to Darren. Nav's in the small blind, 9-7. Imran checks. So 2 pair for Navs. It's in a small bet, and that's enough to get it done. Barent places the big blind ante in. Clayton will be under the gun. 6-handed here at the feature table. Bayard Albertus was balanced to one of the other tables a little while before the break.
Another day there'd be one person left at the table. Happy to go back to my hotel. Any of them? Oh yeah, I don't think I wouldn't be at the table. Wouldn't be at the table.
So Clayton under the gun. He's going to raise with the ace-6. Ondren shows him the 7-3, says I can't call with this. So we see in that timing screen in the background it says 33 players still in, so there were a number of re-entries in the break. One of the players just spilled a bit of coffee, so they're just cleaning. The good news is that it was under the table and not on top of all our electronics. So they're just mopping up there where the coffee is spilled. Dealer will do a little extra shimmy shuffle. Perhaps we'll look at some of the outer cameras while they're doing that.
20% of his Vegas cash. That's the rail.
So you saw the dealer doing the shimmy shuffle.
You better go back to Vegas to start earning some more cash.
The players will take their seats again.
Still wanting to get in the electrics, and I don't want them to get stuck to the floor because otherwise it's complete,
So just cleaning up the mess there.
Even when there's no sugar, thank you, Jesus.
No, the aces is full on the floor.
Aces is full. You throw your coffee up.
Yeah, otherwise that. He's small blind.
That's exactly the same. That's Sarah's fault.
Yeah, I
have the brain.
Will you pay for it?
So we're just waiting for the next hand to commence whilst they're cleaning up.
Anyone else want a coffee? Are you happy underneath, yeah?
Yeah. Coffee. 2 hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Actually, sorry man. 2 hot chocolate. 2 hot chocolate. Let's go.
Chairs can get moved back in. We can continue. So Darren will be under the gun. King 8.
We're giving him one of those baby cups or the strawberry. Are you sure though?
So it's a limp pot here between the two blinds. The jack for Borden, the 4 for Clayton. Borden's going to bet the jack. And Clayton gets out the way, and Borden will take down that hand. See in the background some of the runners still out there. You can see JP Oaks, you can see Ahmed Karam back in, and we know that he got knocked out earlier by Jesse, so he's jumped back in. Max Devison's there, Antizana, Alvin Pillay. Some of the names we're picking out, there's Benny Quinn on the back table there. Kivit Martinez, Faisal Dawood, Naim Lab, Abdul Essa, Rudy Ferri, Richard Barnard. All players that we can pick out there in the background. There's Sugain as well. So Nolene will be under the gun. So folded round. Imran gets out the way. Borden folds. Action round to Clayton. In the small blind, he raises. Darren with ace jack is going to bang it all in. So Clayton raises with a king 9, and Darren just jams it in with the ace jack. Blind on blind. So when the small blind raises into him, he puts himself ahead of that range, puts it in with the ace jack, takes down the hand pre-flop.
A lot of people come in just like the weekend. But apparently they won the guy. Yes, Saturday. Not one of the guys here played. There's like 50 people, 45, whatever. No one's paid. You'll be able to play. They can publish maybe. Oh, there were 16 entries. I know. So probably 45 you need. Yeah, it does.
So action under the gun to Navs.
There's a lot of guys that walk in there.
So Navs is going to raise under the gun. Folded the 9. Borden with ace 10. Has 3-bet to 57k. And Nolene moves it all in with pocket 10s. He's got 230k. It was 3-bet to 57 by Borden. So Nav started it with the raise with the ace 4. He's already folded. And the sad news for Borden, if he does call, is Imi folded an ace and Nav's folded an ace. He'll be drawing to a 1-outer or a funky straight if he does call her. So a lot of chips to call. 190k more. And he's got 275 behind. And we've got some incoming players.
I reckon there's 0 chance he calls it. There you go. There's my prediction. I'm back from mopping up duties.
Yeah, we saw you sorting out outside there.
He's Swimming. That's one of the East London boys.
Yeah, he's taking his seat there. We'll get his name now.
Yeah, he's not been on the feature table before, so I have to go run again.
Gary's just catching his breath and has to go back out there to brief him. Thank you. We get the name from Bradley. Warren Sterling. 781,000, so he's picked up quite a few chips.
You've been up there for Warren, huh?
Right?
You've been up there?
No, first time.
Okay, so just put your cards side by side in the middle of the box. Take a second and you can take it out if you wish. There's no phones at the table. It's that easy. Thank you very much.
So carrying quite a few chips coming into the table, 781,000. So we'll get our first look of him. So action on Imran under the gun, then to Warren. He folds. Around Barrand, he's folded. Clayton in the cutoff with ace-5. He'll raise. So action on Warren under the gun.
Abdul, 62, huh? Money back there. 62 piranhas. On the dot, huh? Ah, nice. Money back, you said, eh?
Raised by Barrand with the 7-4 suited. Nolene comes along with the pocket 5s on the button. Navs is out the way, round to Imran in the big blind. He folds. So we're going to go 2 ways to the flop. So 2 hearts for Barrand, which will probably make him c-bet, and then Nolene can't call with the 5s. He checks. She checks back. The 9 doesn't help him. He checks again. Nadine's going to bet now. It's checked her twice. Her 5s are ahead. He's going to call with his flush draw. So there are his outs at the top of the screen. He has 9 of them. And that is not one of them. So Nolene is 1 provided she doesn't fold. He's missed his flush. He's 7 high. He checks. Nolene checks behind. She thinks she's losing. She finds out she's winning with her pair of 5s. There's the smile. Even Darren has a little laugh at that. They're amused that she won with the 5s on that board. So raised by Darren to 18k, called by Nolene with the ace 10. So the flop is 596. Warren defended his big blind as well. It's hit him the best. He's a gut shot. The queen now hits Darren and Nolene's range, but it's Warren that has actually hit it, and he comes out betting now. He's got the top pair with a gut shot. So Darren thinking of something here. He wants to 3-bet this. Darren comes in with a big 3-bet now, putting pressure. Nolene is folded. So it's back round to Warren now. Darren putting him to the test. He gets him to fold with that weaker kicker. So a strong play by Darren. This is the second time we've seen him. Any sign of weakness and Darren will jump all over it. He did it to Barent earlier, not to Barent, to Fayyad, and he moved all in. And he's done it again here. He did it earlier to Fayyad, and he's done it now again to Warren. Shows you just what a tough competitor Darren is. If he sniffs any sort of opening, he's coming strongly over the top or 3-betting and putting extreme pressure on you. Taking nothing away from the other players, it's just the experience that he has and the amount of time that he has spent traveling around the world playing poker and in the top arenas. So raised by Nolene. Warren folds round to Barent. And she'll take that down pre-flop.
Happy about that coffee coming, huh? I know you want it. Just don't spill it the game before it comes to me, I just know you want it. What? You didn't want me to get it, so you spilled it on purpose?
So action on Darren under the gun. Broken down to 3 tables outside there, it looks like. Balanced tables. Which means we've gone down probably to 32 players, or less, because we've got 7 on the feature table. So we will be less than 32, otherwise we would be 888. So Nolene folds. Barent limps in. So action on Clayton. Got an ace in the big blind. Limp to him. Gonna raise. And I think with the Jack 10, Barent will come along with that. Calls. So they both missed the flop. The ace high is still ahead. So Clayton will take that one down with the bet on the flop. So Nalin under the gun.
I'm back.
Guess you've been running up and down there.
Like a flipping headless chicken. How's Warren doing?
He played one hand, he hit top pair and he had a gut shot on the turn and he bet, and Darren abused him a little, 3-bet him hard with air and made him fall.
Verbally or just with the cards?
Just with the cards and the chips.
Okay.
Just with the chips.
I'm going to say that's very Darren-esque.
Just with the chips. Put a lot of pressure on the man. 3-bet him hard, and Darren had been the pre-flop aggressor.
Yeah, we talked about the prize pool. I see that went up.
We haven't had a timing screen for that yet. I was waiting for you to come back.
VDP will get us a timing screen when we get a chance between hands.
Because I see they've balanced down to 3 tables outside and the main feature table, so we're less than 32 players now.
Yep.
And I see Velicia's coming up, go Nolene. Velicia from the same Poker Lab crew as Nolene.
Is that Braswell?
It is.
Oh. I thought her name was Simpson.
It is. I think that's...
her online pseudonym.
Well, I think it was an account she opened pre-marrying Brad.
Oh, okay. So undercover account. Your secret safe with us on Facebook. Oh no, you're not giving people on the feature table more coffee. I mean, that's madness, isn't it? Giving them, expect them to do something different.
Give it to them in sippy cups, Gaz.
Yeah, I just said that to Imran. I said, you know, I'm going to get you one of those little baby cups with a straw that's attached and the lockable lid.
So Imran is raised with the Queen 9 suited. Warren has folded. Clayton has folded. Darren is out the way, so run to Nolene in the big blind. Nolene has been very aggressive post the break.
I saw the pocket tens hand.
And she put that in, but even before that it was raised and she jammed the ruling with ace-6 off and got a fold.
What's her stack size? She got some fold equity there.
She's around 300 now.
Okay.
So
it looks
I
like
think we're getting an update from Huggies that she's moved up to nearly 400.
It looks like we're playing 7 places here. Huh?
Yeah, we had 62 entries, so that makes the 10% because they always round up from there.
Yeah, so in 7th place 90 grand, 6th place 123,000, 5th place 180,000, 4th place 240,000, 3rd place 350,000, 2nd place 500,000, and 1st place 600,000 South African rands. How about that?
That's a decent prize pool. I went well over the 2 million and they guaranteed 1.5. So that's a very nicely supported event for the Aston Shiong Memorial.
Indeed it is.
So Imran folds. Warren is folded, Barend is folded, round to Clayton. King 3 off, he folds. Darren on the button with 9-8 suited. Puts in the raise. Round 2 Nolene. She has King 2. You see, oh, there's her stack now, 397, and she was...
She's rocking nicely.
Yeah, but that's from those strong moves that she's made. She's spun it up.
Going up now, of course, 4-8.
I mean, brother, I don't think you're going to get given coffee again, huh? I don't know what to tell you.
Round to Navs in the big. He's got Jack 8. He's contemplating a defense.
No. It's very little.
When he nearly knocks it all over, he's knocked the lid off. Gaz will go out there and rev him a little. Just in good nature, of course.
Well, we had it again. I'll let you know if I'm good.
At least I'm going to go home.
Yeah. How about that? I won't even look. I'll let you.
All good, all good. It's all happening here. It's all happening here. It's all in order.
We're introducing a sin bin for coffee drinkers. I wouldn't allow it.
I found a fix here. Because I couldn't hold it. It was too.
Please don't drop it on my.
No, I will never. Then I'll buy the steak if I have to.
So they've both hit the 8 here. Navs is going to lead into Darren. Let's see if Darren plays back at him like he did at the other players. Darren flat calls him. 5 brings a straight draw for Darren. Darren flats there because he's wanting to see if he gets any sort of inkling of weakness from Nav here. Because Nav led first. So if Nav checks the turn, you can expect Darren to fire heavily. Nav knows that. He's reaching for chips. He's not going to slow down. He puts in the bet.
I love that old Navs. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, he hasn't given Darren the opening yet. Because Darren looks for that opening. Any sign of weakness, any slowdown, and he jumps all over it. And Navs has bet the turn again. If he checked that turn, I guarantee. Oh, and Darren's putting the pressure anyway. He's gone all in.
A lot.
A lot on a bluff. This is the second time he's done this. He did the same to Fayyad. He gets Navs to fold. A strong play by Darren again. Prepared to risk his whole stack.
I think he's got an early flat book, do you think?
And no fear.
Bit of a ledge. Bit of a ledge. So we checked in on Jesse. How's this chip stack going? I went to see who's at the other side there.
He's on the other side there. I saw him in the break when I
saw Joe had accumulated a few chips as well. Once he working on with a couple of hands, and shame old Lum was having a bit of a whinge about getting rivered and stuff, you know.
Okay, well, Jesse said his stack was doing very nicely.
Oh yeah, I know it's doing nicely. I was just checking on how it was. See if he's still running nicely.
That was the last I heard or saw.
So Warren Sterling of East London fame. Go the East London boys. And 135. Warren will be under the gun. Ace King. Incoming. Raise announced. $25K the raise. What's the standard on the table?
It's been around that because there's 20K in the pot pre, so he's gone just over to 25, now 45 in the pot.
Looks like Darren's not going to worry about that with his pocket kings. This has got the makings of a bit of a cooler here, Mark.
Yeah, and Darren's flattered again. He flattered the re-raise of the kings with his aces, and he's flattered with the queens here. In position.
In the window.
Oh my word.
Guess what?
There's
Ace
trouble.
King is in a big big trouble.
Yeah, Warren's in a world of hurt here.
I mean, he thinks he's flopped the world.
Darren flats. Not,
Imagine if a king comes.
oh my goodness.
Or an ace.
Or an ace.
Well, the board just became straighty. Any jack.
Yeah, board became very straighty now.
That might save him, you know.
It's bet 55. Darren is flat snap called. Oh my, and he's rivered Darren. He's got the nuts now.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of run-outs in my life, but flopping a set of queens, and that's the run-out.
Wow.
Folds it. Yo.
And he knew straight away, Darren.
He knew. Taps the table.
Huh? It's a minefield, this game, I tell you all.
There's a terrible run out for Darren there. The only card he didn't want to see on the river.
Last week was 50. Huh? 60. 110. They would have got the 30, don't worry.
So they've chipped up some of the Jesse's chips. Doesn't look like he's got so many, but that's just because the small ones are gone.
Yeah, and look at those stacks of blues. I mean, it's over 2 million just in blues there. Well over 2 million in blues. He's got 2 stacks of them. That's a lot of chips.
Okay, Borrend is our under the gun player. Let's go back to the feature table. Thank you, Siobhan and Paul. All in. I'm surprised Warren put all his money in there. Oh, Navs has only got 89,000.
Yeah, he called him.
There's a 9 for Nerves.
He gets lucky with the 9.
You can see some paint here. It needs to be a king. Nope, and Nerves will double up there. Warren right to call him. Strong hand just heads up there.
Yeah,
small amount of money.
Small amount to what he had. He had over 800,000.
Indeed. So it's nice to see the Nolene there. I think she's the sole lady in this field.
I think so, Gary. I didn't see any other ladies playing.
Nope. So she's going for the ladies. So Nolene is our horse in this table. Just because, metaphorically speaking, because she's a lady, we want to see the ladies do.
How's the coffee? I'm too scared to smell it.
Okay, so Python Tallywanth will be our under the gun player. Darren's going to come along here.
It would be ironic if I tell you what, if I scored the coffee.
It's a raised to 18, fold for Nolene. The queen's for Navs now. This is kind of ironic. Tell you what would be spooky if there was a jack, a queen, and a king coming on the. Well, the straight gets it, or the 10, the jack, and the king. And the reverse is true of what happened. That's not putting it all in.
He's 3-bet strongly though.
Imran, nice cards, but not to fight with them.
I think Darren gets rid of ace 10 in the spot.
Bad rush,
Doesn't show it. So plus 38k for Navs. They're rebuilding nicely after he took the hit. Stacking the chips.
Yeah, that'll be at least the minimum of like 8 levels on the road. On the felt, yes, that's anyone.
What's going on there?
There's the board. Queen, ace, 3, deuce.
Okay, we just need to zoom out, boys. See the whole picture. Oh, it's still two players active.
Yeah, still 2 active players. Albin's active.
We'll go back to the feature table.
And this side there's a
all
fold.
in for a minute,
Yeah.
but it's not.
It's not. It's just a hand in progress.
Yep. So Jack 10 for Darren. They'll go to the muck. Nolene with King Queen. She likes these hands.
She does.
Look at me and say my name is Aston. So I said.
Flights out of the way. Nolene will pick up some of that spare cash in the middle. Well, actually, all of it. 20k.
She's moving in the right direction here post the break. And we are in the freeze out portion. Don't know if Ronnie is still in.
Well, I was looking earlier for his red tracksuit top, but I couldn't see it.
He was sitting on that table with Rudy and them, but in the corner, so we can't see it from here. So I don't know if he's still there. You'll only see when they pan from the other side. Well, there's a few ways, but he's focusing down on the table. We can't see across the table. So Navs comes with the ace 10.
Why don't we just put that all in there?
I think it's yours.
Yeah, I did.
And Navs has got a decision here.
Lost how much?
143 as I count.
And he's only got 208 behind. So it will be for most of his chips, which is quite a big call to make with ace 10. You raise to 20, you can get away with it with ace 10. Somebody shoves over the top for 143.
I have ace. I have ace. I have ace.
Now Baron's talking a lot, and that might induce Navs to call.
Yep.
Ace folded.
Really?
You can see it, dude.
You need to change it.
No.
Can I?
I had ace 4. What was I do?
Don't move, I'm doing this.
I don't know if I would be giving that information to some of those players on the table.
It's my first ace that I saw in a long time. I was pretty happy. You had your button fun, yeah? You had your button fun.
Cavalier Poker Club, was there?
No idea, guys.
Oh, okay. So I'm not the only one who doesn't know.
Next one,
Paul says he's from Cape Town. Listen, even if it's wrong, it's a starting place. At least it's in Africa.
Now that you've said it out on the stream, no doubt if it's incorrect, we will be corrected by somebody. Let us know where
There's
it's
always
from.
someone listening. There's no getting away with it. A7 for Navs. Back to the dealer, I'm sure. Imran Bunjoni. Queen 7. Warren Sterling. Didn't see his cards. Barand Spies. My son-in-law's called Barand.
Okay, I've always heard you refer to him as Benny.
So his real name is Barand.
Benny the nickname.
Barand Schoenfeld. No mistaking his heritage. Shout out to the family.
There's Sugi in a hand.
Stop now, otherwise you think I'm lying.
The nut on that table as well, Howard Lipman.
Bring a jump from 30 seconds.
Thank you.
He needed help and I went and helped.
So what are we doing now?
It's 456.
Yeah. So
456.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
How do we take the other part? Win another.
No, God,
That's two ends in a row. On fire.
you could be very lucky in this.
So raised by no linear in the small blind into navs, and he'll fold the big blind, which will take the hand down.
Well done. Figured the race would be good, and she was right. What's happening on that outer table, camera 8? Let's have a look. So Steggers in the hand there in the distance.
Is Doc Lottering looking on?
And Rudy was telling me all his stories while I was out there earlier. Cracked a few aces, and I won't mention names, but he took a few people out. He says his stack was looking healthy.
Okay, and I don't see Ronnie on that table at all. So
I think he's gone.
I would assume that he is no longer with us, because I don't see him on any of the other tables.
Nope, I didn't see him either. He was wearing a very distinctive red top, so unless he's taken that off and he's blended in somewhere. Right, we'll go back to the feature table. Thank you to the guys for a little insight there. I'm sure Simpiwi will be on the move. We're going to have a look at that satellite on the other side of the room, maybe. See who's rocking over there. See if there's anybody.
Is it just the satellite, or is day 1B also started?
Yeah, they've got one table for day 1B at the
I
moment.
like this rounding off thing, but this is far off.
Re-raised, yeah, by Imran. After Nalin raised from the button with the King Jack. Imi 3 betting with 7-6 suited. Nalin checking her stack.
Nolene's quite apt to put this in here, you know that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm thinking. If she thinks you add it at her, she'll put it back over in the top. She's not scared. Gives this one up. Nice play by him there. We'll get the plus 34k. Haggai out by that outer table there by Ahmed. On Luca, he was knocked out earlier.
So that is day 1B.
Where Sheldon and Alvin and them are sitting.
It is.
Dobby was still rocking in the set, was he?
Yeah. Sorry, we went a little bit frozen there. Believe it or not, that's what happens when our battery goes dead. So they're frozen in time, those people, until we get a new battery. They won't be able to move. Just let that sink in for a minute. I'm only joking. Yeah, so we'll change the battery. We're going to have a look at that. Back around to the feature table, bar end Spies in the centre of picture from the Cavalier Hooker Club, wherever you are, sir. We wish you well to your members.
So now we'll pick that up from the button. The little 6-5 and the raise. I see their camera 8 has gone black in the preview, so
now the battery's on.
and they put a new battery in. It's back up.
There you go, you see.
People are unfrozen. So there it is, the same shot. Danny Diani is there, Alvin Brooks is there, Sheldon Crevier is there that we can see. And there is Haggai sitting in that.
Yep, that is day 1B. And Manish is here.
I saw Manish there, yeah, Manish Kashev.
He crept up behind me. Trying to laugh at me.
Yeah, I think he must have, if I'm not mistaken, he won a seat at Times Square into the day, the main event.
Yeah, he was going to play today, but he said there wasn't enough people, not enough value. He locked everybody out, that's what he said. It was a fair call, but we were never expecting it to be busy today.
No, because of the high roller that was still ongoing.
And the satellite yesterday, well, all the satellite winners were in yesterday. And of course, tomorrow is Friday, and it'll be Mob Day, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's going to be the big one, because it's the Friday afternoon. People will fly down, people will come in after work, etc. It should be busy.
Well, some of them are already arriving, of course. You know, you'll see Toby and the like already here. They've got Friday off, so.
So Moran's done the same thing here again, and now he's getting called because he showed that ace-4 previously. And as I said, you don't want to give information to certain people at the table, and Imran was one of them. So he's been called by the ace-9. He's looking for help. Well, that's some help for him because he can get a lot of chops now. That's no help. Gives extra outs. Yeah.
Ace-9 will win.
He says thanks guys, and he exits.
Well, Boris, nice to see you, my friend. Good luck to the Cavalier Poker Club.
Yeah. Banded on the front and back.
They must be a good club if they can do it front and back.
Yeah. And he's gone to speak to Richard Barnard, who's from Cape Town. So Paul may be correct that it is from Cape Town. So we'll move on to the next hand. Barnard is eliminated from the big blind, so we'll have a dead small blind.
I don't know what the table counts are outside, whether they'll bring players up or if we're balanced still. We shall find out. TDs will be all over it.
Yeah, we're down to 5 here now. No, 6 still. We're still 6. We're still 6. Clayton, I missed Clayton there next to the dealer.
I knew you could count more than 5.
I needed to use my other hand, guys, before I got to it.
I didn't see that.
No, one more level. We had a break.
So Darren under the gun.
because of the late range.
King 8 folds, Nolene folds. Round to Nav. He's folded. Run Jack 9 in the cutoff now. Vacant small blind.
Played that Jack 9 last time very aggressively.
Yeah, and there's a vacant small blind, so it gives him an extra opening. Round 10 in the big blind. 8-4 suited. He's tended to defend these sorts of hands.
Well, he's in the big blind, so he's probably a bit miffed that that's okay.
He makes the call.
He ran up to 1.3 million now.
Now he's going along very nicely. So a little action there. Gut shot for Clayton. Top pair for Imi. If you're raising with Jack 9, you hit your top pair. It's always good.
Battle of the sunglasses.
Clayton makes the call. 7 on the turn. No help to him. Clayton checks. Imran checks behind. 6, no help to Clayton.
Clayton now has 8. No, Jack he's playing the board.
He's playing the board. He's looking at his chips to have a little steal at this to rep those 7s and 6s.
Snap call from Imran here.
Yeah, absolutely. You bet 25. Imran's never folding for 25 there.
I don't think he was folding as much, to be honest.
Yeah, Imran makes plus 70k. There's a view across of the satellite. There's
Macanucci buying in.
Yeah. There's Emmanuel Tianis here with Doc Lottrick, Dobby,
in the corner.
yeah, Andre Rieda, Dave Connelly. Go across there. It's Lee Reddy.
So it looks like we're getting a new player on the feature table. Our tournament director David is bringing in the details.
Which victim did we get? A rich victim, Dad.
So big news. Rudolph is coming to the feature table.
Hey, ready for incoming. Meanwhile, Nolina's moved all in with King Jack here from under the gun. Oh, look at Nav. So, sure.
I have to call her.
You're off by 8 hours.
Navs, it would be for his tournament life. He's asking, she's got him covered.
I had the dream. He knows that already, by the way. He just wants to see what her demeanor's like, and he's a very smart player. He's just trying to find out if she's nervous and whatever.
Not a lot of chips.
Huh?
Only 1.5.
1.5 minutes. They can make a new game for you that's harder.
Easy game.
Who gave you all the money?
But in ace is 3 against king 10.
How much? 300?
500.
Wow.
Go. But any hit of kings to sweat.
And Navs has put it in, guys. You said he might have to.
Yeah, he does.
With his stack.
No choice there.
Is ace 8 folded by Imran. Everybody folds quickly round.
This is, it'll be close, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close once those other hands are taken out. Let's get them taken out. Once Darren's hand's taken out, we'll see a proper percentage. So it's 55-45, almost a fair fight.
So Rudolph has got a 1 1,025,000 chips, by the way.
No help for Nolene there. Nav still well in front with the 9s. Oh, and there he sealed it. No, she can find a 10. She can find a 10. She doesn't find the 10 on the river. And Navs will get a double up, and that'll dent Nolene quite severely.
Nolene will be down to 20 bigs now.
Yeah, they would have hurt her quite a lot.
Players in the high roller, your blind drop, 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, 95, 10, high roller.
So we hear the announcement of the blinds up in the high roller. 5-10 with a big blind ante of 10. There's Rudolph in seat 7. I believe 1,025,000.
Yeah. No, I saw this very quickly. Very
So raised by Nav. He'll be feeling a lot happier with his stack now. Imran next to him. With A7 is folded. Round to Warren. Re-raises with 10s. Back round to Navs.
Yeah, guys are safe.
Very safe, thank God. Next. What do you find? 9-5. Ace queen.
Well, folds ace queen, he shows it.
Big fold.
So there's Nolene, 14 bigs now, 147k after that race that she lost with Navs.
I was super high roller.
I'm not sure.
So really sitting quite comfortably there with his chip stack. Always looks so relaxed really when he sits there. He looks like he's on holiday.
Who's that, sorry?
He looks so relaxed when he sits. Rudy.
Oh, Rudy.
Yeah.
He'll be off to the side. He's on his daddy's yacht.
Yeah, look at him. There he's lounging. You can see him in the preview screen.
You can't help but like him.
He's a very lovable character.
Trouble is you'll see him pop up in a minute with aces or kings and take somebody out.
So Nolene moves all in from the small blind into the big blind.
He calls. He's got a call.
I think he's calling. He's going to get a count. Makes the call. She's got 2 live cards.
Yeah, he has to call there for that price.
So she hits her 5.
it.
And that's it. She gets the double up. So some of the chips she shed to Nav, she takes back.
Tell me what, you're the action man every time. Literally, I think you've been involved about 8 all in here.
It's going on like a yo-yo.
No, I've never.
Yes,
Right?
the chips give it back.
I mean, the people are thinking that I can think yes, action man.
Sometimes you don't need to explain anything. It's good enough.
Is Darren doing the commentary for us? There's Harold Brooks and them. Are they on day one?
No, that's the satellite.
Is that the satellite as well?
That is day one. Yeah, you're right.
Day one there.
Actually, I don't know what that is. No, day one's over there. That's day one. With the views.
The top corner there.
That's the satellite they're playing to get into that.
So Warren under the gun.
I want to win more. I don't want to change. You raise too? You raise. 20,000 more to pay.
What's my okay. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. All over. Good night. Yeah, so you packed up. Slowly now.
It's his ace. Nothing for the other two.
It's a club zone there.
Yeah, only backdoor clubs for Imran. And for Clarkson's covering those. So basically the two of them have to go away. So we see on that screen we've got, I think it's 28 players left.
It is. 7 get paid. Long way from the money.
Yeah, a long way, but they're narrowing down. Once we get to 24, we'll go to 3 tables. There's Fayyad Albertus, still sitting with a fair amount of chips. Got a pile of blues there. Ahmed, of course, who came back in. And Alvin still with a lot of chips. And JP had quite a stack when I last saw, and still seems to have got all blues.
Sailing along nicely.
Henny, of course, as well. So we're going to have a lot of play still and a lot of top class players in this field.
Oh yeah. He'll be here late tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, this is a 3-day event.
Rudy. Maybe we're going to get you a magazine, sir. That's just getting a little bit of grey fleck in that hair. Well, what hair he's got left, of course. I said to him earlier, he's looking a bit sharp. So what happened with the aces and kings hands, him and Kramer?
So it played out quite strangely. Darren raised with the aces, Nav's 3-bet with the kings, and Darren elected to flat. The flop came queen, queen, jack, which slowed them all down. They both checked the flop. The turn came a 7, which slowed them. They both checked it again. The river came a king.
Oh, well, so he boats up on the river.
He boats up on the river. Darren then elects to bet the river. Navs moves all in over the top, and Darren folds. Says, have you got queens? And he says, no kings. So, you know, that money could have gone all in pre-flop.
The result would have been the same, of course.
Absolutely. And then there was another hand that they played out very strangely between them as well with queens. But Darren elected to flat again against Warren with the ace-king. I think you saw that one.
I was here, yeah.
So he's elected to flat a few times pre.
Well, let's see what Navs does with the jacks here. Raise to 25 is the answer. Rudolph just said re-raise 100,000. Told you he's going to wake up with aces, didn't I?
Absolutely, you did, Gaz. You called it.
What's going on? No, man, not possible. What's going on? You got a jack for me?
You got a jack for me, he says to the dealer.
Jack for me.
Oh my goodness. So Navs has been involved in a few big ones.
There's no jack there, unfortunately.
No help for Navs there. Rudy's
Cards to
aces.
come, 2 jacks left.
Oh, and he finds the jack on the turn. High drama again, and he doubles up. And a big swing between him and Rudy there. Rudy's down to 684 and he's up to 637.
Rudy will go for a wonder.
Yeah, he has gone for a wonder, has Rudy. No doubt to go across to Doc. Here he comes back. Unbelievable. Navs has cracked aces twice now. Once with the kings, finding the king on the river, and now with the jacks, finding it on the turn.
Rudy will come back fighting. Well done, Navs.
So Navs will stack his chips. Rudy will walk that one off. You can see he's not bemused.
Amused, I think, is the word I would say.
Yeah.
Not
He is
amused.
bemused, not amused. There we go. So wow. Roller coaster that Nav's having. Action on Navs, he folds.
Imran giving some needle there as well.
I think Rudy has limped in from the small blind, has he? Yeah. Check back by Clayton.
9, 7, 10. Rudy queen high here.
Queen high is good.
This table has not been good for me with aces and kings.
Rudy was eliminated from that big shot with pocket kings by his mate Doc Lottering, who had pocket fours and found a 4 in the river, and he's saying this table has not been good to me. So we'll move on to the next hand. Nolene will be under the gun. King 8 off. She'll fold that. Round to Imran. King 9 suited. Raises. Warren folds. Rudy folds. Clayton in the small blind after it's raised by Emmy. I see there's been an adjustment on that price pool, Gaz. Yeah, it was 600 on top. If you look now, it's more, and there's less on second.
Okay.
I know you take a record of that to put in later, so Just thought I should mention it. So it's 3-bet by Clayton, and he takes down the hand.
Yes, hello me. Hello. Hello. Let's do the Vita Kappa.
So we move on to the next hand. So action on Nolene. Oh, it's Navs. Nolene placed the big blind, so she's in the blind. Imran folds. Rudy's quickly folding. Round to Clayton. He folds. Action on Darren, and he puts it all in against Nolene. Puts it all in with Jack 10. She folds the ace 4.
Queen 7 and 5. You? Yeah, no. Who told you? Oh. Mad at that, yeah, then nothing. Queen 7, 8, 2, 5. Mad at.
Balancing tables out there a little. There's Jesse Rosen stack, still huge. 2 stacks of blue. Bozo stack here in the front. Richard Barnard and Benny Quinn looking a little shorter. Imran under the gun. Rudolph, King Queen, is raised to 30. So Nolene shoved it all in with the ace queen suited. Rudy raised to 30. Navs with the ace jack suited next to her in the big blind. Navs gets out the way. Round to Rudy. Asking how much. Rudy makes the call. So Rudy has made the call.
Clubs.
Rudolph versus Nolene. Rudolph will be the gentleman, I'm sure. Flop cam.
They both flop the queen. Spades now for Nolene, and she finds the nut flush. But she was ahead all the way, even on the flop. Turn gave a lot of outs to Rudy.
She barrels back up there to 588 very quickly.
Yeah, very nicely. So Keelan Creel says the Cavalier Poker Club is from Wellington down in the Cape.
There you go. We knew we'd have it.
And then Giovanni Cluti having a go at Barnes Fish says that guy with ace 4 thinks he's on Poker Bros.
I'm sure that's a private joke because I have no idea.
Yeah, Poker Bros is an app.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ace 4.
Yeah, because he jammed the ace 4 into the others.
I think we need to drug test our outdoor cameraman. He's taking pictures of the ceiling. Oh, there we go. He's come back to earth. Maybe he was just having a levitation moment. Okay, Warren Sterling, who's been very quiet of late, will be our under the gun player. There you go. Warren from East London.
But he's stuck more or less around the stack he came to. He came to the table with 781 and he's still on 726.
Yeah, I suspect his VPIP will be quite small.
Very. So Rudy has folded. Action is on Clayton. Looks like he has raised. So Clayton raised with the ace-9 suited. And he gets the raise through.
If you'd have done that a year ago, everybody would be diving for the floor.
Absolutely.
In case you contaminated them.
Shows you how times have moved on. There's the VPIP.
I told you he'd be bottom, didn't I?
Yeah, Hugs heard you and put it up.
Well done, huge. Yeah. So as I suspected, Rudolph in the top there, and that's testimony to a couple of all-ins, of course.
Yes, and as you said, Warren at the bottom. Being selective, shall we say.
Well, a lot of money to be won, so nothing wrong. 39 minutes to run on the level. Let's just shout out, I don't know if Giovanni Zanetti and his good lady are watching. His good lady probably not, but they had their second child on the 12th. All is well, so that was congratulations to those guys.
Yeah, big congratulations to them both. So Darren raises with the King 10, Navs with the Ace 10 suited. It's called, drawn to Imran now. He comes along. Well, he's 3-bet. Imran has 3-bet. Going for the squeeze with the raise and the flat. Just checking his stack. And he folds. Round to Nav. Folds.
Strong play.
He's done it a couple of times. He did it with 6-8 suited before. He's done it now with the 8-6 with the 10-8 suited.
Darren Kramer bottom of the list with 37 bigs there, but no immediate danger. Nolene back up to centre stage, which is around 58 bigs.
Yeah, it was a big double up from her through Rudy. There's a view across those tables. Stephen Courtney sitting there as well. See there, Dr. Lottering, all of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the satellite. Let's see if Courtney says yes, the satellite. And the day 1B is on break.
Lena's come in with 9-8 suited, just limped in. The hijack. No, yeah, she has. Rudy checked his big blind. And Rudy's hit a 2, and Nolina's flopped the flush draw. She bets. Rudy calls with his bottom pair. She now hits her 8 on the turn. She checks back to him. Checks, she checks back, and she'll show the 9-8, and the 9-8 is good.
Really with 2-3. To Lauren. Lauren comes out on the D with Jack 8. Rudy's all in. Was Rudy. Sorry, Queens. Didn't want any callers, I don't think. So the prize pool has changed.
Yeah, that's what I noticed in the background there.
I don't know why, but we'll get a picture of the timing screen in a second so we can see. And make sure we get a...
There, she'll just put it up for you.
Shot.
So there it is, the prize pool. 2,083,200 Rand in that pool. 28 players remain of the 62. Gary will go through the prize pool, scrolling up there on the right hand side.
So 33 minutes to go on the level.
So pocket jacks ran in the hijack. He's raised it. Warren gets out the way, Rudy's out the way. So it's been called by Clayton. Defending in the small blind. Pretty good flop for jacks, flops and up and down. There's nothing there for Clayton. I mean, he's got a gut shot, but it's at the bottom end. And he wouldn't want to see that 7, trust me. It's checked back by Imran. Imran checks back again. Another king comes. Imran checks. Clayton checks. Imran checked back twice to him. He's now going to go for value. But Clayton has nothing to fight back with. So Gary has that amended prize pool. We don't know why it changed. I think it was a bit close to 500 for second and 600 for first. Who knows? And they balanced it.
I guess they should play it down to 5 o'clock. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
So it looks like we've got about 31 minutes to run on this level. And I believe it's a 1 hour dinner break.
What time is it already? Oh, it's already 24:06. We don't realize the time going by here in the back.
I think they want to get past so they can have a medicare plan.
So Wandile is our dealer here, dealing nicely today. Thank you very much for your service, etc. Navs has got A5 offset, so it doesn't go to the market. There he is. Baron's all in with ace jack here. I think that's fair from the small blind. No lead count on calling there for that match.
It's the second time he's done that to his shows this time.
So the prize pool is still 90,200. 6 is 1, 2, 3, so 123,000. Fifth place 180,000. Fourth place is 240,000. Third place 330,000. Second place 470,000, and first place 650,000.
Very decent prize pool.
So I'll actually write that down so my guys can put it into the computer. The team pen as well.
One here by me, guys.
Is that our team pen?
No, you had one there too, so I don't know where that one has gone.
Have been in.
So, Imran under the gun. Imran folds, round to Rudy. He puts in a raise. The King Jack. Up to Clayton. Ace Queen. Gonna 3-bet. Darren folds King Queen because of the 3-bet. Rudy gets out the way, and Clayton will take that hand down. So Warren will be under the gun. Been sitting very quietly there. Hasn't got involved in too many hands. The one big hand against Darren, where he's ace king, got lucky after Darren flopped a set of queens, and he hit the top pair, the king on the flop, and it went runner on a straight for him. So Rudy under the gun. Darren folds, Nolene folds, round to Navs on the button. So Navs has flopped the flush draw here. Nothing for Warren. So when Navs continues, Warren will get out the way. Rudy posts the big blind ante. Clayton will be under the gun. Nolene still looking for spots. See extra table down there in day 1B of that main event. I see Yuri Hartov there, Harold Brooks, all taking their seats. So Clayton under the gun. On to Navs. He's raised with the ace queen. Warren with king jack in the small blind defends. Rudy's a quick caller in the big blind. 8-6 off. It's a 6 for Rudy, the jack for Warren. Nothing for Navs who raised. And, Warren is going to bet his jack. Rudy gets rid of the 6. Navs who raised pre with the ace queen will fold it, and Warren will take down that hand. Darren will be under the gun for the next hand. Imran raises to 20,000 from the cutoff with the 9-8 suited. Warren folds. Rudy folds. Round to Clayton. The big blind. Jack 4 off. He's like to defend his big blind. He may let this one go. Right. Puts the shades down. Makes the call. He hits the jack. It's all hearts there, neither of them holding a heart. Clayton checks the jack. Imran checks back. 6 gives a gut shot to them both. Gut shot 3 for Clayton, but he's still got the jack on top, and the gut shot 7 for Imran. Clayton bets now. Only 2 7s are available as outs for Imran. When there's a bet of 10 here by Clayton, small bet, Imran jumps on top of it and 3 bets. He raised pre, so he's repping either that he's flopped the flush or he's got a bigger hand. Clayton's having none of it. He calls. Clayton makes 2 pair on the river, but it's not a 2 pair he wants to make because it puts 4 hearts out there. He checks. Now Imran, who re-raised the turn, is sitting with 9 high. He knows the only way he can win is to bluff. So he's reaching for chips. Let's see what his sizing is. There's 143k in the pot. Does the check as if he's checking for hearts. Got to decide if he's going to have a bluff with this or shut down. He's going for the bluff. Going for over 70 there in his hand. 75 that he's holding there, yeah. And he checks, he gives up on it. Clayton will show the 2 pair and be good. He thought about it there on the river. Didn't pull the trigger. The board was very dangerous. He could easily have been trapped. So he checked back, gave up on the hand. Lean folds. Navis is out the way. Imran folds. Round to Warren. Warren is raised. He hasn't raised many hands, so he should get some respect. 9-5 suited for Darren in the big blind. He's going to defend. Rudy also called. So up and down for Darren. Everybody checks. Can't see if Rudy's holding a spade. Neither of the other 2 players are holding a spade. So double belly buster now for Darren, and he bets it. Gets rid of Warren. Rudy's not. Rudy's got King Jack. So he's got the spade, the Jack of spades. There's 3 spades on board. Darren now hits his 5, but it brings a 4-card flush, 4-card straight. And Rudy throws his cards in, and Darren wins with a 5 on the river. So I'm hearing we've got about 17, 18 minutes to go, and then we're going to hit the break. The players will go on an hour's dinner break.
Okay, yeah, I know. I knew that.
So action on Navanaka under the gun with ace-5 suited. So raised by Nav, called by Rudy. Nolene folds her big blind. He's got ace-5 versus ace-2, spades versus diamonds. Rudy will have position. There's the 5 for Navs. It's gone check, check. Checked again. Checked again, and the 5 is good. Really can't believe it. Jan Hendricks, great commentary and coverage, Mark and Gary. It's the great team here at the back that does all the work. Commentary's the easy side up here. We're just in the limelight. The tech guys do everything. Get the pictures out to you. So good job for the current team in the back here, Ichu and Siobhan. JP Oak standing up in the center there. He's on the table there with Henny Oppel and Ahmed Karim. So action on Imran. Ten-8 offsuit under the gun. We'll fold that round to Warren. Jack-8 suited, he'll put a raise in. Was he just limped? Looks like he's just limped with it. So Clayton in the cutoff with Jack-10 suited. He'll raise it, and he'll factor a bigger raise because of the limper. So he's picked up 40 in his hand there. And he just goes for the call. So action on Nolene. She has Queen 5 suited in the small blind. She calls. Navs checks. So we're going multi-way to the flop. Nolene has the heart covered. And 2 hearts come on that flop. So that's going to get feisty between her and Warren. And she has the bigger hearts. Nothing for the 2 other players. They have backdoor spades only. Check to Clayton, so he's going to bet in position, have a little steal at it. Bets with absolutely nothing. He has no draws, nothing. He's jack high. Nolene calls. Of course, Warren calls as well. They're both on the flush draw. A heart will make it get very feisty. 4, no help to any player. Nolene still well in front here. Clayton checks as well. There comes the heart, and it's the nut flush now for Nolene. And she bets it. Warren's going to pay her, if not re-raise. She's bet 26. The board is paired, which might make him only flat call. He has the second nut flush. He just flat calls, and I think the paired board saved him there. Nolene shows the nut flush. He'll show the second nuts. So nut flush and second nut flush. So nice pot across to Nolene. Plus 98k. She's nearly 700k now. There's a view from down on the floor across to our feature table. The timing screen on the right tells you you've got 12 minutes left. On this level, then they'll go to that 1-hour dinner break. Gary and Bradley out there in the background, talking to Roxy. That's been raised, And then 3-bet by Nav. Clayton will get rid of that. Nicely played by Navs. He's got himself back up to 655k. Aline will be quite happy with the way her chip stack is at the moment as well. She was half of that for most of the time. As far as Gary and I could see, she was the only lady that entered this event. Almost half the field is gone and she's still there. Putting herself well. Rudy folds. Clayton, Jack 3 is out the way. Round to Darren. Jack 5 off. Nolene folds. Navs on the button, let's go. So we're blind on blind. Imran, 5-4 suited. He limps in. Warren checks back. So the 8 queen 8 flop after Warren check back. Warren has hit the queen. Imran gonna have a little bet at this now. Warren will snap him off with the queen. That'll slow Imran down. He's raised. Warren has raised it. He didn't call, he raised. Imi gives it up quickly. Nicely played by Warren.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
He gets the plus 21k.
Your chips on the break. We will move them to you, and you go to the far table with Joe Stegers and Richard with the blue hatters. Okay, that'll be your new table. Same seats for the end.
Gary's telling the players after the break that they will be moved. Just take your personal belongings. Your chips will be moved across for you. Tell them which table they're going to. And we are getting the table with Joe Stegers and company.
I don't know the Rudy would agree.
What's great about it?
Gary having a little joke with Rudy, saying Rudy's the only one that wouldn't agree it's a great table. Rudy's saying what's great about it. He's had kings, aces cracked over the last few days on this table. Not loving it at all. It's not the table, Rudy. Clayton under the gun. It's folded. Pocket queens for Darren now. He hasn't had anything for a while. He's going to raise. Round to Nav. He folds the pocket twos. Imran's out the way. Warren folds and Rudy gets out the way. And pocket queens, and he's going to show them. Doesn't get any action.
You're too good. How do you know?
I followed the ace.
So Gary brings the news that we're going to get the table with Joe Stegers, Jesse Rosen, Richard Barnard, and all of it. Jed Kozov came from. Oh goodness. That table will be coming Bozo as well.
It's Jed something beginning with K, can't remember. We'll see in a minute. Short-term memory, finished.
I see there's a message there from Gareth Wilkinson.
I did.
Said, we'll be bringing your cuppers around 11 p.m. this evening, Gary and Mark. Try and hold us till then. See you guys a little later.
There you go.
I look forward to your visits.
So we have got about, what, 7 or 8 minutes to run on the level?
Yeah, not long now, Gary.
I've been out and had a look at the satellites over there. There's now 2 tables for the day 1A. Sorry, 1B. And the satellite winners from the other side of the room will be joining the day 1B.
All right, and then nearing the end of that satellite.
Not really.
They looked like they were still quite full.
Quite busy.
So Imran has hit the jack here. From the cutoff against the small blind of Rudy. Rudy checks, Imran checks back.
never fall.
Check, check again. Rudy's got 2 pair now. Oh, no, Imran has 2 pair. Rudy now bets into it. And Imran sitting with 2 pair.
What has Rudy got?
I don't see Rudy's cards at the moment. Imi with 2 pair. Looks like he's going for the raise.
Rudy just playing off. We'll just drag Rudy's cards in.
Rudy paid him off. Let's have a look.
We'll go to the flop cam. Just want to see what cards Rudy had.
Jack 7, Ace 8.
Ace 8. All right, yeah.
So bad run out for Rudy.
7 on the river. He was a winning tool then, he said.
But we didn't bet it at all. It was check, check. He was trying to trap.
Sometimes the trapper becomes the trapped.
There we go. Trapper becomes the trappee. Trappee, not really a good word. Trapped better.
Excuse me, sorry. Sure.
The action on Arlene. Quickly folded round to Clayton. The small blind, and he just complete. Oh, he's raised. He's raised from the small blind into Darren's big blind. Shows Darren I'm well ahead. Takes down the hand. So the players slowly winding down to the break. 27 players remain. Still a long way to the top 7. A lot of poker left. A lot of big stacks out there.
Just a reminder, this is a dinner break coming up, so the players will be away for 1 hour, so we can give Escom a bit of relief. And you can go put the kettle on. You know, back in the UK, when I was a boy, they used to have to make a special provision for the half-time whistle of the FA Cup final. Such a big event, everybody in the UK used to watch it, and everybody used to put the kettle on at half-time.
To spike the grid.
It used to cool the grid, because back in those days it didn't have enough, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, true story.
Quite amazing, that.
We don't need the FA Cup final here, we just switch it off 3 times a day. Because that's how we roll. And yeah, did I tell you I've got an inverter? And big batteries and solar panels, and I don't give a monkeys anymore.
Yeah, and a backup generator
and
just
a backup
in case.
generator just in case. So you can switch it off as much as you want. In fact, I'm thinking of disconnecting you.
Yeah. So, Clayton raised, and Nolene is defending her big blind with a 10-4.
A bit of a floaty one here with a big blind. Well, there you go.
Pays off, depending on how the hand plays out.
She's got a bet first. So does she check?
She checks to the raiser. He checks back. So she must bet now.
So she's got a fire here.
And there's Clayton 3-better now, like Imran and Darren have been doing.
Let's see.
Flats.
She needs a dud on the end. No queen, no ace.
Oh. He dinks the queen, and whatever she puts in there, she's donating to him. Does bring the flush though. So he flats it.
Bink.
And he binked it on the river. Says to Agote on the river.
She says, I bloody know you did.
Yeah. He snap called her.
So Darren's keen to get one more hand in here. Is he on the button?
He is. And that's why.
So Imran will be under the gun player, centre of screen.
So this is the last hand that has been announced. They must complete this hand. Rudy raises, all in. 186k is what Rudy's got left.
Let's have a look.
Pick up a hand, please.
You said the first card's looking bad for you.
Pick up a hand.
First card's looking bad for you, he says, because that was the king with the deuce behind that is no good.
That's my first.
He says shows the king, and Rudy gets that through.
Well done. Been a pleasure, gentlemen and lady. And we will have a new table for you when we come back up next time. Thank you very much. We'll get my mate VDP here to sign us off.